the second stage of the Champions League, and we'll want to do that, if not better, this year. And so we've got to go out there and fight for every ball, for every second tomorrow night, and hopefully that will put us through to the Champions League. If we do go through, then you never know, it might give the manager a chance to strengthen as well, but that's for other people to decide. The way I see it at the moment, we've got a fantastic squad, and if we were to go into the Champions League like this, I'm pretty sure we would do well. But one step at a time. Moscow are a very good side, and we've got to be careful of them tomorrow night, and we fully respect them and know what they're about.
Scott McDonald talking to the press this afternoon. Billy, Scott made his competitive debut for Celtic in the first round. He's not yet scored. I wonder if he could do a Paul Hartley and break his duck tomorrow night.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Be nice. Mind you, if he puts in the type of ball that he gave to Paul Hartley over there, then I'll be happy as anything.
Well, this is the thing about Scott McDonald. He's a striker, and when he doesn't score, he gets frustrated. We know that. But there's so much more to his game, as we'll see here from the Hearts game at the weekend.
That's right. No, this was a game which he played well. He was involved in so many things that happened. Almost got himself a goal or two, but I think sometimes centre forwards worry too much about not scoring. If they're making a massive contribution, the goals will surely come.
And the other players that are playing alongside him will be glad to have him as his striking partner.
That's right. He puts in a whole lot of shift. He's very, very sharp, but good movement. He knows where the position of the other players are inside the box.
Yeah, full of energy. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, who he's been playing alongside, a bit more of a target man. Scott's the one that does all the running for him.
That's right. He's a bit more of a target man. It was nice to see him scoring again. It's always good to see a centre forward scoring again. If one of them is scoring, as I say, the goals will surely come for Scott McDonald, because obviously his background is about scoring goals, and he'll do the same at Celtic, because he'll get lots more chances at Celtic than he probably would at any other club.
Yeah, you can see the frustration in his face when he came off there, having not scored at all. In terms of tomorrow night, do you think it's important that Celtic get in? Obviously, it's good if Celtic do get an early goal. After half an hour, if the game's still 0-0, do you think frustration might begin to creep in?
It might, but they've got to maybe sometimes conquer that, because they've got the away goal, which obviously counts double, which is tremendous, and it's a real bit of comfort. And I thought that the longer the game went out in Moscow, the better Celtic became, and if that's just the sort of style they're going to grab hold of tomorrow night, then I'll be quite happy. I don't think you can afford to throw yourself at this team, because, as I mentioned earlier on, I felt they had some good front players, sharp, good movement, and they created lots of problems for us early in the game. Later in the game, Celtic got themselves to grips with things. Once we scored the goal, we looked as though we might go and get another one.
Yeah, and it is only half time, remember, and there's only one goal in it. Right, now it's time to have a look inside this week's Celtic View with Paul Cuddihy.
The Celtic View is still the voice of the champions, and in this week's issue we've got an exclusive interview with Shunsuke Nakamura, who tells us why he's happy with life in Glasgow and that his target for this season is to make it 3 in a row. Defender Gary Caldwell tells us why he's delighted to be back in the first team frame after a long injury layoff, and we find out what a few ex-Celts are up to in the world of football in our new series Old Boys Network. And check out this week's issue for more details of a fantastic competition starting next week that could see you and a friend on their way to Tokyo for the trip of a lifetime. The Celtic View is still the voice of the champions, and it's on sale now.
From any good news agents. You can still get along to the Spartak Moscow game tomorrow night if you've not yet got a ticket. There are some tickets still available. The ticket office will be open from 9 AM until kick-off. Price adults £25 and a ticket for concessions is £14. Or you can call 0871 226 1888. Now, if you have got a ticket to pick up, I would recommend that you get along during the day to pick them up. There may be a queue, and we don't want you to miss any of the 90 minutes. Billy, we're getting close now. Tomorrow will be the day. What's your prediction?
I think that Celtic will do very well, because obviously they've knitted well as a team. There's lots of new players have come in, but they've knitted well as a team. We saw them in the early part of the game in Moscow. They were under the cosh just a little bit, but they recovered from that, and by the time the end of the game came, they were in command. So hopefully that something similar tomorrow, with command coming a wee bit earlier than it did in Moscow.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. Well, of course, Spartak Moscow arrived in the country today. On tomorrow's Daily Huddle, I'll be here with Peter Latchford and with Davy Hay. We'll be having the latest team news, of course. We'll be looking more closely at the opponents. And then, of course, you can join me later on tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m, after the game, live with Davy and with Peter for TikTok. You can give us your views on the game. Hopefully, we'll all be happy after a good victory. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, from Billy McNeil and from myself, it's bye for now.
$120 players, 3 weeks, 1 champion. The FedEx Cup Playoffs continues with the Deutsche Bank Championship and the Royal Bank of Scotland Group. Friday at 8 on Setanta Golf.
The Celtic View is still the voice of the champions. And in this week's issue, we've got an exclusive interview with Shunsuke Nakamura, who tells us why he's happy with life in Glasgow and that his target for this season is to make it 3 in a row. Defender Gary Caldwell tells us why he's delighted to be back in the first team frame after a long injury layoff. And we find out what a few ex-Celts are up to in the world of football in our new series, Old Boys Network. And check out this week's issue for more details of a fantastic competition starting next week that could see you and a friend on their way to Tokyo for the trip of a lifetime. The Celtic View is still the voice of the champions, and it's on sale now.
Celtic start with the 11 who kicked off at Pittodrie last week, but they are minus the man who scored the double late on in that game as a sub, Kenny Miller, who has a hamstring problem and I think must be a doubt for Wednesday night. Other than that, the starting lineup today will, I think, be very, very similar on Wednesday night for Europe for this SPL match. Hearts are changed, which is not too surprising given their track record for squad selection and given the league record at the moment. In come Jose Goncalves, Callum Elliott, Nicolounas and Larry Kingston, upon whom Hearts rest great hopes for badly needed playmaking in midfield. There he is, Larry Kingston. He's played in Chechnya, Israel, Libya and Russia, and of course his homeland Ghana. The Celtic huddle, and in just a moment breaking off from that huddle will be the player who was absolutely outstanding for the Republic of Ireland the other night, Aidan McGeady, in their astonishing 4-0 win in Denmark, and he was certainly the best player in the field. Well, in the background, I've just faded out the song I think we'll hear a lot of on Wednesday. You'll Never Walk Alone. And the last time that was sung and Hearts listened to it, they came here and won 3-1. However, that was an occasion when Celtic had already won the title, so I don't think you can read too much into that. Although, mark you, earlier in the season, I was here at Parkhead where Hearts were in the lead and threw the game away, especially Craig Gordon, the goalkeeper. Almost threw one in the back of the net himself. But an important game for both clubs. Celtic will want to establish themselves in a good frame of mind for Europe. But apart from the league points, and here is Mikalunas. Kingston supplying on the far side, not the best of passes, and he's offside. End of movement. There he is, Robbie Nielsen, started off his career with Rangers Boys Club. Hearts stalwart, consistent defender. Straight to Mikalunas, not the best kick out by Boric. Started getting players back. There's McGeady, very, very sharp already, even in that defensive situation. Put away there by the man who plays very consistently at the back for Hearts, Marius Zalukas. Another player from the Baltic. Goncalves, as I said, in the side today for his defensive qualities, and there's the captain, of course, very young Cristo Berra, fine player. Pick up by Nakamura. Parkhead looking absolutely immaculate. No excuses for not playing good football on this surface. Gets a free kick out of that, although I suspect McGeady was away. There's the free kick, no question about that. So Nakamura to take, certainly won't go for goal in this situation. All the big men are up there. Testing the goalkeeper, that wasn't far away. That was a very good effort indeed, and coming into the back again, very good of Hesselink. Watch him coming in there, almost getting a free header. That's surprising for the height of this Hearts defence. Through to Mikalunas again, Naylor looking at it. Naylor was particularly impressive in Europe last season, not just defensively but providing wonderful balls from that left hand side. Try to open it out wide. Here's McGeady. Well, he was almost brought down again. He looks in very good form already. Beautiful pass across here. Nakamura plays it off, maybe a little bit too tight it is. Goncalves read the danger very well, comes across with these long legs of his, effects the clearance. Nakamura very mobile down that right hand side. Here's Scott McDonald, a lot expected of him. There he is, tried a 1-2 very quickly, good control. Well, Hearts have had the usual psychological problems of the manager having to apologise for criticising his own supporters. Celtic looking very sharp going through the middle at the moment. As I said about Hearts, they really have to overcome so many of the controversies surrounding who runs the team, who picks it. And until they come out of that situation, I don't think they're going to flourish at all. They'll get the odd result from time to time, but they're after more than that. Nicely played. McManus getting back. Baldwell. Beautifully brought down by Brown. Nakamura. Donati. Good running by McDonald. He'll try and get round and hook it in. Deflection, corner kick. Now McDonald is very good at cutting in from that position. I saw him scoring a glorious goal at Ibrox for Motherwell, doing exactly that. Bringing it up here, dragging the defender run with him and then curling in a shot. That time a deflection. Well, there's Brown. Look at that. No cover for Brown. Astonishing. I thought Brown could have done a lot more out of that situation. Nobody covering. Whole box to play with. I think he was as surprised as anybody else. Donati looking solid in midfield. There he is again. Poor pass that time. And away goes Kingston. He's got a bit of pace. He's going to leave it on there, and Callum Elliott no chance of getting that. Callum Elliott, of course, was farmed out to Motherwell for half a season. Good solid burly player, you know, when he gets behind the ball and drives forward, he's difficult to stop. Way down there by Wilson. Christophe Berra coming in to take that. Berra was outstanding. The last time I saw him at Ibrox, he was superb in a no-scoring draw. For such a young man, showing maturity and holding the defence together. Nakamura, wild one by him. Mikulinas, here's Kingston. Deep little ball through there. Number 28 is Ivaskevicius. Well cleared there by McManus. Beautiful play by Nielsen. What's the finish going to be like though? Isn't the player in there? Well taken by Wilson. Here's the counter-attack. Nakamura. That's good tackling, and I think he didn't like the tackle, initial tackle of Ivaskevicius. Yeah, that one there put him off his stride, wasn't the second one. Donati looking very solid, simple, crisp passes in midfield. McDonald, we did that very well. Nakamura, save deflection. Quite fortuitous. Certainly didn't mean that, but he was there to take it. 8.5 minutes gone. Now watch this. Good play by McDonald. I think he slightly overhit the ball there. And off the captain, Christophe Berra. One of these things, do you count it as an own goal? I think you have to, because that ball, when it left his foot, was going nowhere near the net. There we are. I'll let statisticians argue about that. I would say one goal. It's all Hearts needed, where they've been going. Now let's see what kind of fight back they can make. Here's Donati, looking very solid. Now Magidi. Too much in that all the same. Berra read it well. Mikulinas, poor ball. Wilson picks it up. Very good of Hesselink. Donati, that's good play by Celtic, spreading it quickly. Robbie Nielsen's going to have a harrowing afternoon, I think. Well played into Nakamura. Yeah, very good of Hesselink. It's going to be difficult for him turning round there. Here's Elliott. Not quickly enough on the ball. That's a bit of pass there. Picked up by Michael Stewart. Mikalunas. Callum Elliott wanted to make a run on the right. Kingston. That's a decent looking ball. Picked up again by Vaskavicius. But Calbe is a little bit slow in the uptake. Brown taking his time. And Celtic looking very confident. Just felt the goal was coming. Okay, it was maybe an accidental one eventually. But that's a bad one. Good tackling by Donati. He had to get that. Here's Kingston. Goal free kick. Getting good covering work there by Donati. Hearts were looking promising. Mikalunas seemed to lose the ball, and I think Callum Elliott is not at all happy with him. I think he was expecting to pass to the right-hand side. Nice piece of play by Caldwell, getting that down under control. Donald. Not to Celtic. Actually put down the side by Wilson. McDonald likes to run to the wings. Jan Vennegoor, Hesselink, they're wide open here. Can he take him on the outside? No, he can't. Too much on the ball, and he knows it himself. He just pushed that a little too far in front of him, lost control after another very promising move by Celtic. Well, I think Robbie Nielsen could have played that in very quickly. Well, here's the McGeady. Now, this looked as if either he would take it himself or slip it to the side. You could see the mistake that he made there. Lucas. Individually, I think Hearts have got strong players in defence, but at the moment they don't look organised. Donald again. He did very well to keep that. Donati doing his strength. Brought down. Yes. Free kick. And a yellow card. You can watch the challenge there by Vaskavicius, and I think that's his second offence like that, had to be carded. Lee Naylor behind us. A lot of movement in the box. Donati is up. So is Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. Will try and turn and shoot, finding it difficult. Nakamura. There's 3 or 4 missed passes by Nakamura, which is very unlike him. Stewart. Yes, he did very well, but he was fouled twice, I think. I don't think that ball was stationary, but he took it quickly. It was a free kick. Mikalunas wanted after it again. Oh, I think Naylor was very fortunate to get away with that. He tried to control the ball, and one thing that Mikalunas is very good at is a spotted goal from just about there. So it runs over for a goal kick. Couldn't get hold of it. Yes, I think the boot was up by Scott McDonald. And Calvez just got that down. And at the back, Steve Banks. Bad move there by Stewart, they could suffer. Brown trying to bust forward. Here's Elliott. Zanavicius was there, and an effort there by Mikalunas. Now, Mikalunas has certainly scored spectacular goals from about there, but the average, I think the ratio of misses to strikes at goal is pretty high. Better by Mada playing in the midfield. Zaliukas at the back. Easy one for Boric. And with just over 15 minutes gone, Boric has had a very easy afternoon so far. There's a good tackle by Berra though. Forces Nielsen to go back the way. Seen too much of Kingston in midfield. Just flipped away a fair from Ivaskevicius. Kingston has some very nice touches about him. Very good, skilled player. Once again, a lot of movement in midfield, across the field for Hearts. Not much penetration or potential for it. Well, that was taken by Zaliukas, but he's dragged out of position. It's 2 against 2. Hearts trying to get players back, and they have. McDonald went across the field. I think the major danger has been averted. Celtic had to do something more than that. That'll be a goal kick. Yeah, I think the Hearts captain is looking unhappy right in the middle there. He's had some very solid tackles. He's built from granite, as man always say. Would like to run up against them, and he's got a great future as a player. Well away by Caldwell. Not too much in that by Brown. Dominant player in midfield for Celtic at the moment is certainly Donati, just stopping Hearts moving forward and then transferring the play very effectively. So a good looking game at the moment. That looked like a hand to me, and is. Free kick. A bit of the dash has gone out of Celtic's play at the moment. I suppose given the long season is going to be, with the potential for Europe, it's all about economy of effort as well. You can't play at 100 miles per hour every single game. Donald almost got it through. Now Mikalunas. I think a coach on the sideline would go berserk watching that sort of play by Mikalunas. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink just underneath it. Decent ball again sent in from the left. There's lots of that comes from that man's boot. "20 minutes gone. Still had one accidental goal in it. Bit of ball by Stewart. Mikalunas, he's away. McGeady gives chase, and that happens so often with Nicholas. When you see him at first busting from midfield, he looks very, very good, but so often runs straight into defenders or miscontrols the ball. Offside there anyway. Played in there by Vascovicius. Donati did that very well. As I said, he's breaking up a lot of moves. Changes of play now. I think he might want to shoot himself. He does, and he's done it. Brilliant goal. Superb goal by the Italian. Well, he did the same at Petrodri, showing the skill he has in him and the potential. Delighted that he puts this in. He kept control very well. There were several ways this could have gone, and Vera missing the tackle. It was the angle and the direction which paid off for Celtic. Loud cheer goes around the stadium when the PA confirms the scorer. Kenny Miller there looking on. I wish, well, he's gone through his mind, I wish I was out there getting the benefit of all of this. Nielsen. Beginning to wonder if Hearts will disintegrate. Kingston comes across. Nicely brought down by Zalukas. Up there for Hearts though. No chance for Vascovicius. Now here's the break. McGeady. Well, the referee said he played the ball. There's no free kick. Here's Elliott. Get support from Mikalunas. Hearts trying hard to fight themselves out of this. Michael Stewart. Good defending by Celtic, well organised. Any potential for Hearts to break forward, there always seems to be an extra Celtic man in there. Just kept in. Played forward by Zalukas. Chased here by Vascovicius. Goncalves. Lacking support though. Kingston having to push that back to keep it. Vera. Stewart. They simply cannot get out of the grip that Celtic have in midfield. Stewart. Callum Elliott, that's not going to bother Boric. It was neatly set up by Sanavicius. McDonald chases on Goncalves. Really very pacey, and I think there was a bit of pushing going on with McDonald. Free kick. Elliott can't get hold of that. Kingston. First time I saw Kingston was against Aberdeen. I thought he was superb, but that was the day He lost the head. Was sent off, but he could play, proved he could play. Brown. Good control by Brown. Referee getting it away. Brown again though. I think he might fly it goal. That's offside. Perhaps he should have gone himself. He was shaping to do that. Then decided to slip it to the side. Here's Nielsen. Hearts really making nothing of Celtic in midfield. Here's Kingston. Now that's a better chance for Kingston. Ooh, it's off the post and it's away over again. That would have been an immense goal by the Ghanaian. He deserves something out of that. Tremendous run, picked up. He should have been covered. A kind of toe poke off the woodwork and a great chance to put it in again. I did say earlier, this man really can play. Suddenly he came alive there, and a real warning to Celtic. Easily away. It was Brown who got it away, of all people. Sweet play by Nicholas, and now McDonald. He's got a bit of space round there, likes to come in from that angle. He's going to go for it himself. Could have laid it over. He had McGeady on the right-hand side of the penalty area. With Brown. Plenty of space here. Referee waving play on. I think McGeady turned into the player. That's good play by Elliott. Again, he needs support, and Oba does it, goes away, got through there. Nicolainis tries a shot, and some of the Hearts players turn away in disgust at that effort. Stephen Frail, he's... Yet it is. Dear, dear, dear. There were players on either side of them, and Hearts might have profited by a pass to the side. You see the difference in the two managers there. Played over there by Savannah Vicious. And a play. Donati, outstanding so far for Celtic. Disciplined sort of player, well in control. That's a magnificent ball. Very accurate, went like a missile. Donald goes in, tries to drive it in, a good save. McGeady couldn't pick it up, and that shows you the mobility and accuracy of McDonald when he gets going. Laid off there on the far side by Vascovicius. Well, you're going to get nowhere if the little 1-2s don't work. That certainly didn't there. Here's McDonald coming in there. Good turning by McDonald, and that was net bound. That's a very good save by Steve Banks. away by Brown. Is he going to lay it off or hit it himself? There's another deflection there. Corner kick. There's his surge forward. Hasn't done this too much in the game so far. And with half an hour gone, Celtic 2 up. Get another corner kick. So Lucas was right behind it. What's a decent one? McDonald. Straight at the goalkeeper, but oh dear. What defending. Look at this. On his own, nobody covering him. And that's the lack of organisation I mentioned earlier on in this game. I mean, individually, Hearts have got good, solid defenders there, but they've been caught out of position. And Celtic able to get into the box for shots like that. Could so easily have been double what it is at the moment. I think that might be offside. Donati had made the run in. Here's a Lucas. Robbie Nielsen. Well, apart from that run by Larry Kingston and the effort he had twice to score, Celtic have looked very secure in defence. I'm just surprised that Kingston isn't trying more of that for Hearts. It's McDonald. Running by McDonald to try and get in behind the defender. That's about 13 minutes left of this half. Free kick. Kingston doing his apologies there for that. I think Brown was all that interested. Right across the face. Well, the goalkeeper read it well, but he had to skip across his line to make sure he got behind it. For Boric, all the time in the world. Very good at Hesselink, hasn't been able to win so many balls in the air. This Brown gives that away though. Robbie Nielsen. Nicolin is going on that right hand side. Well cut off by Donati. Striding away here. His first missed pass of the day. Offside, Callum Elliott. Good penetrating pass. I think if Hearts are going to do anything at all, they've got to get something out of the Ghanaian. He does know the route to goal, either himself, laying it on for others. Goncalves. There is Kingston. Now Stewart. They're out wide, just picked up here. Zanavicius. Should be laid off, and it was Kingston trying to go through the middle there. Zanavicius chipped that little ball forward. Here's Stewart. With a play by Stewart, and then a terrible pass. Yeah, there have been a lot that have looked as if they could be useful, the way they shaped in midfield, but the final passing has been dreadful. Celtic well in control of this game. Bero's head. Now McGeady. Should be nothing there. That's a superb tackle there by Goncalves. Any mistake, that was a penalty. Brown comes back. Good persistence, but really, Kasutas has misgave this. Really, he should have been passing that ball much quicker. Looks a lumbering kind of player. McDonald controlled that well. Goncalves. Stewart. Good play by Donati. He read that brilliantly. McGeady. One step too far. Now Brown. Then a good Hesselink. Brown. Out to Donati. Brown still goes away with it. Nicolounis is not going to get there though. Across comes the Celtic captain. It was only going to be one winner in that race. Stephen McManus. Referee waving, play on. Scott McDonald again. Here's McGeady. Could be interesting. Went too far. To get the corner kick out of that Celtic, it could have been more than that, Bill. Just pushes that ball again. A bit too far. And unfortunately, again for Hearts, coming off their own defender. Michael Stewart down there. I think he took that in a knee as he went in. Well, he's worked hard for Hearts in midfield, but there's a lack of creativity in the play. Of course, Michael Stewart came from the other side of the city, started with Hearts, Hibs, then back to Hearts again. Never really fulfilled the promise that I think was in him when he went south to Manchester United. Off he goes. Once again, Nakamura to guide this in. Does very well there. Kingston off the line. Steve Banks nowhere near that. And it goes one again. Robbie Nielsen just getting behind it. An awkward ball for the fullback to take. There's a clearance off the line there. Agonising for Kingston, having to take that in the chest. There's a kind of hesitation at first. Another corner. Different kind this time. Everybody missing it. Here's the break. And once again, Hearts are outnumbered as they come forward like that. They don't have any real, well, at least they're not showing they have any pace there, breaking. Kingston. Measures that. to Zanavicius. That was a better move. Not able to part with the ball at the right time though. Goncalves. Well covered, Scott McDonald coming all the way back. Goncalves to take this. 5 minutes from half time. Easily broken up. Here's McDonald. He has speed, of course. Tries to lay it off. That's a good tackle though by Berra. They've got to try and hustle back. Oh, that was good play. Stewart did very well. Mikulinas. He turns back so often when he's run out of ideas. He did that again there. And he goes to Elliott and well covered. That's reckless challenge there by Elliott. It's going to be a free kick. Certainly went for it and very, very late. Free kick. With about 3 minutes of this half remaining. Well, I think Elliott had a complaint there. I think he was held back. Referee Ian Brines. But not the best of balls forward. Here's Brown. Nakamura. Brown. Benatti. Celtic spreading the ball about well, but Wilson had to do better than that. Here's Kingston. Looking for support, gets it on the right hand side. Robbie Nielsen. Mikulinas. Wilson just getting in behind that. He had to. Ivaskevicius was in that left hand side. Italy into McGeady. 2 minutes left of this half. Very good at Hesselink. Donati, nobody coming for that. Somebody should have been running onto it. Elliott had come away out wide. Very good ball by Zanavicius. Mikulinas. Elliott easily dealt with. Stewart chasing this. Stewart did very well in that. Brown still chasing. Could be brought down by Mikulinas. It is. A nice turning there by Elliott. Great save. Again, I think he pushed the ball just a little bit, a shade too far in front of him. But that's very good goalkeeping. Just seconds remaining of this half. A minute added. Played it wide. Brown offside. Well, Celtic kept the goal intact, and you can thank Arthur Boric. It's the kind of saves that makes you understand the quality of goalkeeping, because he hasn't had all that much to do in this game. But he's got to be alert, and he certainly showed it here. Good play. That, in fact, was Ivaskevicius who went through. Blocked out well by the goalkeeper. There's McDonald. Nakamura. Donati. Linchpin of the side, Donati, as the half-time whistle goes. Celtic deservedly in front. Yes, they went in front fortuitously. There's no doubt about it that when this ball, a beautiful little chip inside, it was going nowhere near the net, but in off Christophe Berra. This was a beautifully taken goal. Knew exactly what he wanted to do, and that was Celtic 2 up. Nothing much of Hearts other than a bust or two from Larry Kingston, and they'll have to come out with something special to catch Celtic now with a half-time score. Celtic 2, Hearts 0.
Aussie rules.
That's spectacular.
You bet it does.
Fantastic. It was bang, spot on. Sensational.
More stunning AFL action this weekend on Satana Sports 2.
The Gate and Secret Garden is a unique combination of stylish lounge and inviting restaurant. In the Gate Lounge, you can relax in contemporary surroundings and enjoy the best of the bar and our very own comfort food. In the Secret Garden, chill out and indulge in the first Asia-Pacific tapas restaurant in Scotland, a truly memorable experience. At the Gate and Secret Garden, you'll never want to leave.
Guess what, man? The Scottish Sun's dream team's back.
Brilliant. And you're going to pick a team that'll horse my mighty Tams Bumferston?
Aye, and this year the dream team prize fund is a massive £75,000.
So if you're lucky, you could give me back some of that dosh you owe me.
Luck no, try your skill.
Register now for the massive £75,000 Scottish Sun Dream Team. We'll love it.
The Deccan South Indian Kitchen brings you the unique flavours and cuisine of southern India. Our chefs have travelled thousands of miles to bring you the treasures of their homeland. We use only the best from our fields, rivers and oceans to give you the experience of our unique dishes, which will transport you to the lush climate of our region. The Deccan South Indian Kitchen brings a little piece of our homeland to yours.
Off goes Celtic, and Hearts will have to produce something really special to lift themselves up from this. No doubt about it, they want hard enough, but basically no idea going forward, very few of them. And Celtic really have controlled this match. McCann and Driver have come on, as you can hear from the PA announcement there. Here's Mikalunas. They're going to have a go. They are attacking players. They need something. Here's Nielsen. Free kick. McDonald down, getting on with it quickly enough. McGeady. Helped there by Donati, who was outstanding in that first half. Lovely little pass forward there. Nakamura. Ooh, that's a good save. Steve Banks did very well. That ball deviated. They had to get behind it and tip it at the same time. Corner kick. Goes the Japanese international again. Not the best. Here's Driver. Good run by Driver. Decent player. Got a lot of pace. Well, that should have been played forward. He was far too late with the pass. Callum Elliott. Very promising situation there for Hearts, but he laboured that point, Elliott. Very good at Hesselink getting in there. McDonald tried to pick that up. Brown comes in there, does very well with that. Nonchalant little touch. McDonald could have kept it himself. Tried to lay it off. Karapidis. Oh, here's Driver. It's a great chance for Driver, and he misses it. You can't come to Celtic Park and get a chance like that and toss it away as he did. Terrible mistake there by Wilson. And you have to credit Boric all the same for making the angle difficult for the player, but he ought to have put that away. I'm just saying that Karapidis has moved into central defence, and the push Zaliukas into midfield to give it some strength there. Here's Brown. Free kick that time. Nakamura nudging in. Well, Driver, and that played out there. Kasanavicius. McDonald. Surging run by McDonald. I thought he was fouled, so does the referee. Free kick. Just within Nakamura's range, you would think. And teams cannot give away free kicks like that at Celtic Park from this distance. Having a good look at the ball. Can make it talk from situations like these. Referee getting them right back. Good distance back. Nakamura's looking at it. Donati beside him, walking out something or other. Tries it on right against the wall. McGeady can't get there. Mikulinas does. Callum Elliott. Well, McManus, I think, strained himself going for that. That's getting up again. A little bit fortunate because as he slipped, there was no way the Hearts player was going to get up and go after that. Karapidis doing a bit of pushing. Neatly flicked on by Donati. Here's Driver. Still with it. Likes to run at defences like that. Outnumbered though. Brown. Now Donati. McDonald on the chase. Karapidis goes with him. Oh, that's a fine save. That had to be taken cleanly by Steve Banks. Very good goalkeeper indeed. Played there by Savanavicius, and that's a free kick. Hearts certainly making a bit of fist of it in the second half. A bit more confidence in midfield about the play, and I think they were wise to change it at the back and bring the more powerful Zaljukas into midfield. Down there goes. Well, Hearts had an opportunity again. Savanavicius was in on it. Better period for Hearts this in the opening 7 minutes of the second half. Driver again, and that is woeful. Telepides using his strength well there. Just edging out Venegood of Hesselink. Stewart. Zanavicius. Driver going after this. Good anticipation there by the goalkeeper. Well off his line very quickly. A lot of height in that. McCann takes it. Wilson. Oh, very untidy in midfield at the moment, as you can see. Opened up by Donati, not accurately enough though. Zanavicius. There's Driver with it, an easy one for Borat. That voice in the background, if you did pick it up, was the PA man telling the Hearts supporters to stay in the stadium till well after kick-off, well after the final whistle. Here's Mikalunas. He's going to let fly. Try to get that into Savanavicius. Telepides just gets away with that. Offside, I think. A little bit delayed. Celtic got away with it, but Celtic were about to get away with that down the right-hand side, but in fact the official down to our right-hand side of his flag up. Brown. Nielsen, that's a very hard pass. Well picked up by Savanavicius. Here's Stewart making tracks. Driver. McCann goes on the outside. That's a decent ball played in there. Great defending though by McManus. There's only one thing a centre-back can do for a ball like that, just head it away. Even conceding the corner kick. That'd be too clever by half in a situation like that. A lot of curl in it. Nicely done by Donati. Away goes McGeady. Counter-attack. Donati going through the middle. He's still there and he hasn't been covered. Not picked up. Well, that's good tackling now. Vera, outstanding. Nobody tracked him back. That could have been dangerous. Savanovic complaining to the referee, but you'll get nothing from that. McDonald, good control, takes the ball well, a high ball like that, not the tallest man. There's McGinney, on to Naylor. Very good at Hesselink, is very good at shielding a ball like this. Brown couldn't get it in. Better defending by Hearts. Zalukas. Nielsen. There he is. The big fella to move from centre back into midfield. Okay. Savanovic. Driver was a bit unfortunate. Let's see what he was trying to do on the overlap. Throw to Celtic. Not quite sure where he's aiming this. Very good at Hesselink. Very untidy. Foot was up high, free kick. Free kick to Hearts. On to Stewart. That was a well-intentioned move. McCann was coming down the left-hand side. That's a beautiful ball, but the goalkeeper's going to get there. Gives it away though to Naylor. Thought for a moment Naylor was going to try and go. Steve Banks was well off his line. And I think in actual fact Naylor was caught in two minds there. That's why he messed it up. So Lucas. Simple one by McManus, has been very good today, very focused, has witnessed that last header for a corner. Difficult situation. Crunches into the tackle. Better put his, couldn't get to it. I think it was fouled by Vinegar Hesselink. Free kick. Stewart providing better passes at the moment as the rain lashes down. Referee says that was a free kick, in fact. Here's Stewart. Wrong side though, he ran out of any support there. Rain lashing down almost as if a mist has descended on the stadium. Karapides couldn't get there. McDonald does. Good, very good control again by Celtic striker. Good ball over there. Very good. Hesselink gets in. Scott Brown makes it 3. There was no cover for Brown at the far post. And good play by the big Dutchman. It was laid in there, great spade work. And there was Brown coming in. Well across the face of the goal and no cover for him. There was no way he was going to miss that. Great cheer with Scott Brown's name mentioned there. 3-0. And we're only into the 16th minute of this game. goes McGeady. They've got a taste for it. Nakamura still has it. Oh, brilliant, that's a penalty kick. He was really taken on by the Japanese international. A wonderful piece of sublime skill coming up here. The definitive nutmeg. And that's a penalty. But just as well he didn't ram that ball away, or he might have been off the field. Very good at Hesselink with it. So, could be 2 goals in 3 minutes. That's it. Done with aplomb. Celtic go 4 up. He does that very well, the Dutchman. Utter confidence. No hesitation. No doubt in his mind. Well, game over. All the way back for Hodge. Now, I thought they started off the second half with the right spirit. They made the right tactical changes. Stiffened up the midfield, brought on a little bit of pace up front. But it's come to nothing. Well, the PA announcer did tell the Hearts supporters to wait in the ground until well after kick-off. They do that for well after the final whistle. They do that for policing purposes, but some of them would like to leave now, to be honest. In fact, I think some are trying to leave. Whether that's allowed or not. Could be worse coming up for Hearts. Here's Stewart. Nicolinus was shouting for it. Very confident performance by Celtic, and even though Hearts have had a little more possession than they had in the first half, when Celtic sucked them in and then make the counter-attack, a goal was almost on and it came. 2 of them, in fact. Late challenge there, free kick. Away there by Vera. Still in there. Vicious. There, Bazooka, and elementary mistakes being made. Going to have a substitution coming on here. In fact, 2 substitutions. Chris Killen and Derek Riordan. Giving them a run now with the score the way it is. That's a free kick. Donati knows exactly what he did, and I think despite that sporting gesture. The referee's going to have a word with him about it. For a moment I thought he was going to book him. Indeed, I'm quite sure he was going to book him, then changed his mind. Reached into his top pocket. Easily away. Too many defenders there, including the man who scored the penalty. By McCann, driver with him there. Easily cleared by Celtic, now Brown. Laying it on, Brown at the moment. Playing against his old adversaries, of course, on the other side of the city in Edinburgh. That was late, and the referee is going to have a word with Brown about this. No booking, just a warning. Substitutions about to happen now. Aidan McGeady is coming off. Not surprising, he played an international in midweek. And Venegan O'Hesselink comes off, replaced by the former Hibs player Chris Killen, New Zealand international. Towards driver, never going to meet him there. Nielsen, Killen was down. Brown. Good clearance there by Wilson. Stewart just got away with that. Ryden was very close to him. Three former Hibs players, of course, in this side now. The Celtic side. There's Stewart. Just about 20 minutes of the game remaining. A game that Celtic have well won. Killen couldn't get to it. The goalkeeper does. Stewart. Bit rash with his pass. He did have time to bring that down. A lot of players around him in a cluster. Down the line there to Killen. There was a bit of a push there by Chris Killen. Stewart. Harassed by McDonald. Never stops going, McDonald. Always mobile. Elliott well off that one. Zaluka. Very little coming from Hearts now. These 2 quick goals in 3 minutes have taken the steam right out of them. Referee is waving play on, or is he? Stopping it right on the edge. Thought he'd wave play on initially, but he's awarded a free kick, and this is almost like a penalty. Nakamura will step forward for this one. Well, certainly Derek Riordan can curl him in as well. I've seen him do that very often for hips from situations like that. And that goal, given the potential of the 2 experts from this sort of situation, that goal looks gaping. Riordan is going for it, a little bit too deliberate. I think Nakamura would have liked to have taken that, but unselfishly allowing the other man a little opportunity. We're never going to score there with the goalkeeper right behind it, though. Just kept in, Driver, Kusevicius. Almost got away with that. Wilson at the back. McDonald did well to get that back. He's all over the park. He's almost in that right back position, McDonald, at the moment. Taken there by Robbie Nielsen. Oh, a bit of a mess in midfield for Hearts at the moment. He's kept in, Nakamura's come back. Donati. Good tackling that time. Ryan comes in. There's a chase on, and easily back there by Wilson. Picked up by Killen. Good footwork by Killen. Here's McDonald. I think he'll want something in the back of the net. He tries it. Donati. Up by Nakamura. Abraham lying deeper this time. And that, as I said, has been the linchpin. He makes intelligent runs like this. He'll get that to the side net. Yeah, you got the impression he wasn't going to lay this off to anybody, bearing in mind how he'd scored the other goal at the other end from the right-hand side of the box. Didn't quite come off that time. Nielsen. Nicely brought down. Elliott. Good control. And at least he gets a corner kick out of it. He was going to find it very difficult right down in the line. 15 minutes remaining. Hearts with a corner, well out of this game now. Vera was up, did very well to get a touch there, but too many defenders in, just in front of him. Very difficult for him to get a clean header. Good defending by Celtic again. Right through Killen. Good control by Killen. Brown. Donati absorbs so much of the play in midfield. But I think it's Donati's ability to switch the play. Cullen is going nowhere again. Nakamura back with it. Just over, I think. Skillen eager to try and get the ball in the back of the net. And this is the league debut at Celtic Park. Good play by Brown, ball taken away there. Brown trying to go in on his own. Nakamura, yes! Fine, brilliant run by Brown. Bad play by Stewart, allowing that ball to be picked up. But Brown had still a lot of work to do. He made the run through the middle. Support there by Nakamura. That's when it all happened. There was no holding him back after that. Just gets it away, and Nakamura with that deftest of touches. Celtic are 5 up. They have been total masters in this game. And it could have been even more. Away goes McCann. Now can Hart salvage anything from this going over? Given away by Beluka. Celtic looking for more, I think. Here's Killen, he's onside. Good save that time by Banks. It was always going to be a very difficult angle. Picked it up very well. Yes, the goalkeeper had that well covered. Bit of pushing going on in there. Free kick. Ten minutes remaining. Here's better. There goes McCann looking for support again, taken away from him. Brown with the run. Very poor tackling again by Hearts, I have to say. Well, I think that's a bad one. He's indicating that he's finished. The Hearts doctor is out there and it looks very serious. Player is indicating that he's in pain and just wonder if this is a break. Right, this is the incident. There's Neil McCann in there holding his ankle. You can see the ambulance men are being very, very canny with him. Well, no wonder the Hearts coach is looking concerned not just about how the game has gone, but about a player who looks seriously injured. Could be a break. Or it may be ligaments. Difficult to tell at this stage. Certainly taking plenty time now. He comes across here, makes that challenge, slips in, and it's the left one, almost as if he went right over on it, and off he goes. Gordon Strachan having a commiserative pat on the shoulder for the player. Neil McCann has been a very good professional, and you feel sorry for him getting an injury like that. Looks serious, but that we'll find out later on. Yes, Stuart. Much too tight, that play. Mikulinus giving it away again. Here's Brown. Celtic just coasting now. Brown, plenty time at the back. 5 minutes of the game remaining. Celtic supporters hanging on. I think they want to see more goals. Donati almost got that. I think a hand was used, free kick. Donati picked it up to Ryden, gave that away, and a weary looking Vera just stuck his foot in the way. Nothing constructive about it. That's a gift almost. Callum Elliott has tried very hard for Hearts today. Here's Mikulinus running into trouble again, and he gets a free kick out of it. That was a harsh decision. I think he had given the ball away. Here's Zaraski coming on for McDonald. Magic Zaraski on for a little man who's literally run himself into the ground. Run down the outside. Elliott gets a corner out of it, And any of these balls played down the outside have been well covered, especially by Celtic central defenders getting across very quickly, as McManus did there. Nobody in there for Hearts. Ends up as a throw. There will be some stoppage time, but I make it about 4 minutes of normal time. Nicoleluna's got that over, another corner kick. Celtic won't mind that. Just standing in the way, but they know this game is well won. Up goes Berra again for the second time. He's been able to get into the box, but with no freedom and an ineffectual header.
Celtic man of the match award this afternoon has been won by Scott Brown.
Scott Brown gets the man of the match award. Easily away by Berra. Brown into that again. He's been all over the field, Brown. Dynamic performance. Free kick. Naylor brought down. Not to my watch, 2 minutes remaining. Better one on. Elliott, he's all in his own though. Taken out of that, free kick. Naylor's annoyed about that decision, he shouldn't be. Here's Stewart. Nakamura. Wilson. Brown. Picked up by Donati. Might want to go for it himself. He does. Way to the side this time. Well, we're going into stoppage time very shortly. 2 minutes. I thought there was more than that. Not that it's going to matter in the slightest. I certainly thought that the injury to Neil McCann took longer than that to sort out. By the play there. It's ineffectual now. Really just hoping it's all over soon. Give the ball away again. Nakamura. Now Brown. Neatly judged. Right in. It was always going to be a very awkward ball, that way to his left-hand side. Again, coming from the foot of Nakamura. Drifting in from the left, he couldn't possibly get that. And there it goes, the final whistle. Convincing victory for Celtic. They've taken full advantage of a Hearts side which looked disorganised, so open in defence. A little spell when Hearts, at the start of the second half, looked as if they might make a fit of it, but Celtic put them to the sword again. And quite clearly, with a victory like that, they're in fine fettle for Spartak Moscow in midweek. Final score, Celtic 5, Hearts 0.
When I think of all the good times that I've wasted, having good times. When I think of all the good time that's been wasted.
Oh, he's in! Would you believe that? Brilliant! What a classy goal! That is sensational!
I said good time. Talking about good times.
Guess what, man? The Scottish Sun's dream team's back.
Brilliant. And you're going to pick a team that'll horse my mighty Tams Bumferston?
Aye, and this year the dream team prize fund is a massive £75,000.
So if you're lucky, you could give me back some of that dosh you owe me.
Luck, no. Try your skill.
Register now for the massive £75,000 Scottish Sun Dream Team. We'll love it.
The Daba North Indian Diner is a unique experience. Our chefs have come all the way from North India to combine the freshest ingredients and bring you the true taste of North Indian cuisine. Spices, herbs and treasures from the fields and the ocean are prepared in our own traditional ways to ensure a truly authentic evening. When you visit the Daba, it's not just a meal, it's an experience.
Free kick has been given, I think, to now the referee dropped the ball. Johnson moving across to challenge him. Supported by Mendes. Glavin got that one coming through, headed on the turn as he was slipping down. It's Murray who headed it. Airdrie's throw. That's Walker taking it. McCullough heading it inside, but it's gathered by Dalglish. Dalglish making ground instantly, nicely out to McGrain. McGrain moving forward, unchallenged to Dalglish. Dalglish for the cutback. Wilson has scored. Beautiful goal by Paul Wilson to put Celtic into a 1-0 lead. There's Dalglish. See how superbly he pushes it out to McGrain. McGrain will give him the return. Watch the superbness of this ball now. Looking for the chip across goal, and a great header there by Wilson. Chance there, McCullough. Block. Latchley is blocked again. This one is McCann. Kevin McCann equalises for Airdrie, and see him being smothered there by his teammates. So just watch this goal all over again. Look at the chances there. Wilson having a go. It's blocked by Latchford. Blocked again. Here it comes to McCann. off the underside of the post, into the goal, off the underside of the bar, into the goal. So, 1-0. It's coming up to half-time. Wow, that completely changes the game again. Sheer determination has brought Airdrie back onto level terms. Celtic have shown the more consistent class in their moves, but sheer grit and determination. 2 minutes to go to half-time and the score 1-0. And Wilson gets it. Wilson makes it 2-1. Paul Wilson gets his second goal of the match and puts Celtic into a 2-1 lead. Well, Airdrie didn't get long to enjoy. So here's the goal coming up again. Lennox takes the corner. Paul Wilson, a great header. Douglas throwing down the line, Lennox. Lennox spinning round Black. Penalty kick. The referee giving a penalty kick against John Quinn. Well, there will be arguments about that, but let's just see it again. Pat McCluskey puts Celtic into a 3-1 lead. 53rd minute of the cup final. Stroking it to McWilliams' left-hand side. He had no chance for that kick at all. And that looks to me to be the end of a dream for Airdrie. There's the president of the Scottish Football Association, Mr. Rankin Grimshaw, on the right-hand side of your picture, standing just in front of the Scottish Cup. And a moment the Celtic fans will cherish Billy McNeil coming up for the 7th time to get a winner's medal. Right behind them, the Englishman, Peter Lashman. Just imagine how these Celtic players must feel at this moment. A moment to cherish, a moment of genuine triumph for the Celtic captain. A man who has been voted Celtic's greatest captain of all time. And making sure that Peter Lashman is not going to be out of the limelight. Bobby Lennox coming up behind Peter Lashman and saying, give me a shot of it. Danny McGrain, Steve Murray. 2-goal Paul Wilson. Ronnie Glavin. Barry Hood. Kenny Dalglish and Andy Lynch.